Howdy guys, it's Joe here, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Symmetra update. Now, of course, this update just barely actually come out, and I want to give my own opinions about this thing. Now, of course, it will be a little bit controversial. A lot of people like the character, and at the other end of the spectrum, a lot of people dislike the character. But overall, as far as Symmetra goes, I feel like this was kind of a good light for Symmetra. Now, when we saw this update coming to the PTR, I honestly thought that it was going to be a really garbage update that kept her either really bad or completely broke her. And while some people could argue that she is really broken right now, I'm really glad that at least the update made her kind of good. Now, myself for the update, what I was expecting was augmentation, big changes to her kit, but really we didn't get way too many huge changes. And overall, Symmetra is still the same character, just kind of like a buffed version of her character. Right now, she's doing actually quite well. She has a pretty good play rate and also a pretty good win rate, so that's kind of nice to see as well. Mainly how we've been seeing Symmetra though, and mainly how we've been, having her in game right now, is that we've had two different versions of Symmetra. We've had a Symmetra that sets up very early on defense, puts her turrets out, and then uses her E to block some projectiles, and just plays kind of like old Symmetra did, goes for either the shield generator on second point or for the teleporter on first point, and with her extra range and quickly put out turrets, and as well her better E, she works pretty well there, and she's actually pretty good on defense. As well with this, we've also been seeing a lot of attack Symmetra, which is a little bit more jank, but also works very well in places like Volskaya Industries and on places like the Temple of Anubis. On these maps, you can just walk in, mainly on first point, put out your E, and then if you have someone like a D.Va or a Reinhardt behind them, or both that are behind the shield, you can walk forward with the shield, and then have the second shield, be it the D.Va or Reinhardt shield, and have your team just be shielded that entire time and be able to deal damage to the enemy team that entire time, which is really, really nice. That E is quite amazing, and I wasn't expecting it to be so good. That's probably one of the best things about her, and one of the things that's really making her so great right now, especially on offense. On defense, really just, the extra range, the teleporter being a little bit better now, recovering HP faster, and, her shift coming up faster is probably better for that. As far as the other final thing that really kind of makes her good right now, it is definitely going to be the shield generator. That thing is so good. It has like 400 HP itself, so it takes quite a while to kill. So if you put it kind of close to your team, it's actually really hard to take out. And as well, 75 HP that can be covered very fast through shield is really great. Now, of course, my main problem with this is that it kind of kills the attack hero meta a little bit, as it makes so that it's really hard to kill attack heroes now, and as well it makes so that it's really hard to kill supports and really hard to burst supports, especially with someone like Genji. So it kind of kills that even more. Please don't do that, Blizzard. But as far as otherwise, I feel like it's a really cool thing. It gives your teammates, this defensive shield, and even for attack heroes, it does kind of help, as it gives them 75 HP that they can use to attack the enemy team if they don't have a Symmetra. I'd say this is especially useful on like second point offense or on second point defense. That's where we're probably going to see this a lot. And as well with, just pushing up on offense, I feel like it can work decently well. Now, with this said, her kit is just a little bit different, but I feel like in the meta right now with all these tanks, it works really, really well. Giving yourself A, a shield, B, damage that's close range and very good against tanks, and C, nice, little setup turrets, is really amazing in this exact meta. The one problem is that I'm feeling like in future metas, she might not be quite as amazing. I feel like she's just really good because she's really good with tanks and really good against tanks. Now, I may be wrong, maybe that shield generator will make attack metas go into the meta sometime in the future, but right now we're really just gonna have to kind of wait for that. Overall with this, I was not expecting it to make her such a good character. If you're looking at her right now, she's actually a pretty good pick. I'd still not recommend, to play her instantly if you have no experience with the character, but she is a good pick that you can actually try out, and I'd really say she's no longer like a troll pick. She's pretty good. I am hoping that we're going to be able to see her a little bit more. It's kind of cool to see a character like this on offense and defense. I will say, though, one thing again, she really doesn't feel like a support anymore, and even less than she already did, so maybe move her to defense, Blizzard. I feel like she'd work a little bit better right there, and then we'd have more room for more supports that are more supporty in the future. This is kind of like a defense tank hybrid instead of a defense support hybrid. I know that the shield does give your team shields, but that's kind of more tanky than supporty, at least in my mind, my own opinion. Anyways, though, that's all my thoughts about this character. Tell me what you've been seeing. I have been seeing a lot of her in Masters, so that is a good sign, I'd say, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to see her a little bit in esports. Of course, as well, if you did enjoy the video, as always, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you think about the character and what you are hoping to see from her in the future. And thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day.